Oh, not. Oh, I am recording. Okay, sorry. Hey guys, what's up? It's me. I know I haven't made a video for a while, but I'm in a new apartment, so that's something. Yay! I'm gonna be quiet because it's like 10:30. I'm gonna share a quick tip with you guys. It may not be too quick. Last time I filmed this video, it was like 8 minutes long. That's way too long. And that video is on how to wrap cables, short cables like USB cables, HDMI cables, headphone cables, DVI cables, VGA cables, DisplayPort, power cables, mouse cables, headphone, earbuds, whatever. It's a great way to actually wrap up your earbuds. A lot of people on YouTube will show little life hacks like take an old credit card and cut some slits in it and then you can wrap up your headphones. It's like, no. Just this one simple tip will keep all your shit organized forever. In fact, I have a whole drawer of cables because I work in IT. And none of them are ever tangled because I wrapped them up with this method. I picked up this method while working in IT, and some guys in like video broadcasting or photography or whatever may tell you this is not how you wrap a cable. And it's true. For long cables or very important cables, you might not want to wrap them like this. It's a very quick and simple method how to wrap up a cable. So my headphone cable perfectly straight. I just unwrapped it. It's not even coiled. It's not even tangled or anything. What you can do is you want to take the fat end of the cable. In this case, it's the two earbuds. Either put them between your fingers in a stalk-like pose, or hold them like this with your pinky and wrap around. My hands are small, so I'm going to do them like this. If you have big hands, you don't have to do them like this. Under the thumb, over. Just keep wrapping like this until you have a bit of slack. That's probably not enough slack. That's probably a little bit too much slack, so you sort of got to figure out happy medium. You want to end your wrap where you started. So you see here my earbuds, and here's my cable, and I want to go inside just like that. Wrap right around with the earbuds, meet this coil. And then you just want to go in and out. And the trick to this is to never fight the cable. Let the cable do what it wants to do. You don't want to wrap it tighter than it wants to be. You just sort of go in and out, finish it off, give it a little tug, and there you go. This little wrapping here, headphones doesn't work as well, or earbuds I should say, because there's two ends, one end here and two ends here, and it can still get a little bit messy, but this will sit in your pocket all day. Throw in your bag, it'll be fine all day. I do this with all my cables. Here's my charging cable for my iPod. It's done the same way. Here's a USB charging cable for my PSP or my PS3 controllers or a bunch of other things. So I think it's a mini USB instead of a micro USB. It can obviously be done with the same cable. Here's like a 15-foot USB extension, which I was inspired to buy after working in IT because they're incredibly useful, high-quality cables. I actually recommend you get one if you have a PS3 or you use webcams like this. You can run the webcam across the room. You can charge your PS3 controller from across the room or PS4 controller. It's really simple. I'll show you again with this cable here. Actually, I'm going to put my headphone in my pocket, and I'm going to unwrap them at the end of the video. Sort of shove them loosely in my pocket there. Don't really care. I'd always recommend carrying headphones in like a bag if you have a shoulder bag, or a purse if you got a purse. Not really a backpack. There's not really quick access to them. Here we go. Just unwrapping the cable just by pulling it through a few times. I tend to like to do 4 or 5 wraps. That way I know sort of where I'm at. Straighten my cable out nicely. See no real kinks in it or anything like that. It's nice and straight. Take the bigger end of my cable, hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably enough slack. Take it off. Hold it right where the big end here meets this. And just go in and out a few times. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. That's nice and secure and tight. Shake this around. Toss it up in the air and drop it on my table, and it'll be fine. Again, you can do the same thing with tons of different cables. With a mouse, you hold your mouse like this and wrap that around a few times, and do the same thing with a mouse. Or with big clunky headphones like this. I'd recommend actually just wrap it around like that a few times. Sorry if the frame rate of my webcam is not matching my motions. But even with big clunky headphones, you can do it. Just go around your hand a few times. Now you got these big clunky headphones, and you get this little tiny cable, and just go in and out a few times. Didn't really give myself enough slack, but that's alright. There you go. You know? You can do it just about anything. You know, it's not perfect. Big things like this, not too good, but a mouse is good because it's only one cable at the end. And it's super easy. You don't need any accessories. You don't need to go buy like a headphone wrapping thing or twist ties or any sort of cable management system. You can just toss a bunch of these in a drawer. I have a drawer in the other room that is just full of all my short little USB cables and HDMI cables and stuff like that. They're all wrapped like that. So are all my old power cables and VGA cables and DVI cables and stuff. Here's my headphones again. They came in my pocket. They're still pretty good. Now obviously I didn't spend the whole day walking around, but this is how I carry my headphones. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop them. And looks a little bit tangled, but just do that. And okay, wow, likely that's as bad as it is. It's just one little thing that I messed up, and there you go, perfect. Untangled, straight cables. It's the best method. It's what IT professionals do. Obviously not for bigger cables, like your super long HDMI cables and power cables and VGA cables and stuff like that. Really long ones, the stuff that you have to make. You know, the stuff that you use for professional productions and stuff that real IT people use, that's a little bit too long to do something like that with. But all these short cables, you know, your little accessory cables and stuff like that, it's a great way of wrapping them. Just don't fight the cable. If the cable doesn't want to do it like that, just give it a second, straighten it out. You know, let it do its thing. If you fight it, you're getting kinks in it, you're going to damage the cable. But just let it do its thing. Just nicely go in and out a few times around. You shouldn't do it. It shouldn't look any tighter than it needs to be. It should look pretty loose. Like if you can look at this cable for a second. You know, I start here. This guy right here. See how it's almost like 2 inches till it goes from one side to the other side? That's about right. It doesn't need to be super tight. Just go in and out a few times, following what the cable wants to do, and you're good to go. So this video actually ended up about the same length as the other video, but still, I think you guys have a good idea of how I do it. And that's my little IT tip for you guys. Thanks for watching.